For as one man's disobedience, many were made sinners, so also by one man's obedience, many will be made righteous. So this first verse, fairly easy to understand. Who was the one man whose disobedience made us all sinners? That would be Adam. Who was the one man whose obedience made us righteous? That would be Jesus. So far, so good, we're getting it. Here's where there's a little twist already. Verse 20. Moreover, the law entered that the offense may abound. Well, that's kind of weird. So we were all made sinners by the sin of Adam. We all got out that sin nature. And now he says the law entered that sin may abound. It's a little bit confusing. And so here's what you need to understand about this. So when he's talking about the law, he's not necessarily talking about the 630 laws of the Old Testament. He's specifically talking about the moral law of the Ten Commandments, which we would all know. And, you know, you would think that these Ten Commandments were there to improve us, make us better people. And it says that it actually came for a different reason. The law, the Ten Commandments, did not come to remedy the problem of sin. In fact, what happened is it revealed the problem of sin. What happened is when the law came, it actually caused sin to abound. Or it's not that it made us sinners. We were already sinners. Don't miss this. But now we know we are sinners. And see, that's what law does. Law actually reveals where we have transgressed something. So let me just put it in sort of a civic way for a moment. I think across Canada, there's something like 80,000 different laws in every jurisdiction, throughout every province and city, et cetera. How many do you know of those 80,000? I know like 3 of them. So that means there's a bunch of laws that I'm breaking. But here's my question for you. Do all these laws that we have in Canadian society, do they actually make us better people? They might make us more compliant because we will be obliged to keep them, but do they actually make us better people? I don't think so. And I'll give you an example of this that just struck me yesterday. So I'm sitting in my front room. My front room faces the street, and I'm right at the corner, and there's a stop sign right outside my window. And I'm watching as people are coming to that stop sign, and they're all going right through it. They're doing a rolling stop. You know what that is, right? And I think, not one of these people is stopping at this stop sign. And I'm getting offended. I'm thinking, why aren't they stopping at my stop sign? Every single person, I take it sort of personally. And they're all rolling through the stop sign. And then something dawned on me that I'd never thought of before. I never stop at that stop sign. I have lived there for 35 years and never stopped at that stop sign. I just roll right through it. Now, if there's a kid there or something, I won't run over him, I'll stop. Or another car coming. But I think, why don't I stop at that? Well, because it's my stop sign. That's why. I mean, I feel like I somehow have this privilege to roll right through it. Now, I'm not a great driver to begin with. You know how some Christians have that little, fish in the back of their car? I have a bumper sticker that says, if you don't like my driving, stay off the sidewalk, right? I don't want anyone to know I'm a Christian or a pastor if they've seen me driving. So I'm thinking to myself, why am I going through that stop sign? Now, here's my question for you. Is that stop sign making us better people? Is that stop sign making us better drivers? Apparently not. So then what purpose is that stop sign serving? I'll tell you what it is. If and when, and it might happen someday, a cop is sitting there and I roll through that stop sign, he's going to give me a violation and I will have no defense whatsoever because I will know that I broke the law. Are you following this? And that's what law does. It reveals to us that we are transgressing. And so what it tells us here is it tells us that we all became sinners, but we weren't really sure. We didn't really know we were sinners. So then what happened? The law, the Ten Commandments entered that the sin would abound, that we would all be revealed, the condition we were in, and we would need forgiveness.